Winter is one season that you either love or you hate. Some travelers embrace the cold and head for the mountains. Other travelers want nothing to do with the snow and head south for the winter. This list divides the best winter travel destinations into two categories: warm weather destinations and cold weather destinations. Hopefully, it helps you find your winter paradise, whether that's in the snow or the sand. If you live in a cold climate, you'll probably prefer to get away from the snow and spend your winter vacation somewhere warm. The following destinations are sunny and warm during the months of December, January, and February. After hurricane season ends in November, winter is the perfect time to head to the Caribbean. Cuba is an affordable, historic, and beautiful winter travel destination. Take a step back in time and visit the beaches, sip on mojitos, and smoke an authentic Cuban cigar on the Malecon. One of the biggest draws to Cuba is the fact that it's so close to the US. This makes the country convenient for American travelers. Unfortunately, traveling to Cuba for Americans has some hassles. Officially, your trip must fall into one of 11 categories of travel. Restrictions were recently tightened back up. One way to get around all of this is to simply schedule a stopover in a third country. I flew to Cuba from Cancun. December through March is high season for Rio de Janeiro as it's summer in the South American city. If you're traveling to Rio during this time of year, you might as well schedule your trip during Carnival to experience one of the biggest parties in the world. Spend the week dancing, drinking, and enjoying the show. One drawback to traveling to Rio for Carnival is the fact that everything goes up in price. This includes accommodation, food, and transportation. To stay on budget, book well in advance. South Florida is one of the best winter travel destinations in the US. The weather during this time of year is perfect. The heat and humidity are manageable. South Florida offers some of the best beaches in the country as well as phenomenal food, nightlife, and atmosphere. Miami is just cool. This narrow stretch of desert separating the Pacific Ocean from the Sea of Cortez is one of my favorite travel destinations in the world. The winter climate in Baja is perfect. Whale watching: the best viewing happens between mid-January and mid-March. The gray whales migrate to the region to give birth. Camping: you'll find countless deserted beaches along the shores of the peninsula where you can camp under the stars. Fishing: go out on a half-day or full-day deep-sea fishing trip and try your luck at catching some tuna. Road trips: driving the length of Baja is a classic road trip. Highway 1 runs the entire length of the peninsula. You'll pass through beautiful colonial towns such as San Ignacio, Mule Edge, and Laredo. Be sure to stop by the Valle de Guadalupe to experience one of Mexico's best wine regions. Beaches: this region offers world-class beaches. Many of them are completely deserted. Go swimming, kayaking, or surfing in the Pacific or Sea of Cortez. Food: Baja is famous for its seafood, particularly fish tacos. They were invented here in the city of Ensenada. After all, since city attractions operate 24/7/306, the casinos never close. Winter offers moderate weather and reasonable prices, particularly in January and February when tourism is at its lowest for the year. During this time, you can score some killer deals on flights, entertainment tickets, and high-end hotel rooms. And Mexico's capital city and the largest city in North America has something to offer for everyone. Here, you will find world-class food, museums, and archaeological sites. Mexico City is also surprisingly affordable for being such a large metropolitan city. The dry season in Central America runs from January through March. This makes winter is the perfect time to travel this entire region. Enjoy the beaches in Panama, Costa Rica, and El Salvador. Explore the fascinating Mayan ruins in Honduras and Belize. Visit the spectacularly preserved colonial towns in Nicaragua and Guatemala. Central America is one of the cheaper winter travel destinations, particularly for Americans as flights are affordable. Unfortunately, crime rates are higher here than most other destinations on this list. That doesn't mean the region should be avoided. Simply exercise the proper precautions and you'll stay safe. Winter in the Northern Hemisphere means it's summer in the Southern Hemisphere. This is the perfect time to go hiking in Patagonia, the most naturally beautiful region in the world. Hiking options are endless. Thousands of miles of trails weave through the rugged terrain. You'll see meadows of wildflowers, deserts, and some of the most spectacularly rugged granite peaks on Earth. January and February are the best months of the year to visit the Orlando theme parks such as Disney World, Epcot, Universal Studios, etc. These months offer the thinnest crowds and some of the mildest weather of the year. This way, you don't have to spend an hour and a half waiting in line in 100-degree weather to go on a 5-minute ride. You can also score some great deals on hotels and flights due to reduced demand. After the monsoon season ends in October, Southeast Asia enters the cool and dry season. The region offers excellent weather during the winter. This also happens to be low season, so you won't have to put up with the crowds that overrun the region during the summer. Southeast Asia has begun experiencing over-tourism during the busy season, unfortunately. Winter in the Northern Hemisphere means it's summer in beautiful South Africa. Escape the cold and hit the beach. Road trip through the Garden Route, hike Table Mountain, go on a safari in Kruger National Park, or check out South Africa's famous wine region. December through February is peak season in New Zealand. This adventure travel paradise has something to offer for every active traveler. Hike, surf, bicycle tour, view the wildlife, eat, or just relax. Traveling near the Arctic Circle during the winter may seem crazy, but there is one good reason to go. That is to view the spectacular natural light show of the Aurora Borealis. This is one winter travel experience that is on everyone's bucket list. Winter in the Northern Hemisphere means it's summer in the Southern Hemisphere. This is the perfect time to check that 7th continent off of your bucket list and visit Antarctica. November to March is the best time of year to visit the frozen continent. In fact, it's the only time outside of scientific expeditions. The reason is that the ice breaks up, allowing cruise ships to pass into Antarctic waters. During these months, the sun stays above the horizon for up to 24 hours per day. We are going to end this video right away. If you have any query or information to share, please leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.